Layo na rin.
Mauna tayo.
Tawag din ah.
Mauna sila. Sige na, mauna na kayo. Mauna na kayo.
Biglang. Wala pa yung driver. Ano na sila? Ha?
May mga pagkain sila.
Pagkain. Namalengke sila.
For the next half an hour or so, we'll be up here 27 metres above our starting point on the Forth and Clyde Canal. We're now moving at 4 miles an hour over the reinforced concrete aqueduct. There's just over 100 metres between here and the tunnel, dead ahead of us. We'll go right through that and turn around before heading back and taking a look at the view that's right behind you now. You might have noticed that there are 2 tourist boats in service at the Falkland Wheel, each with slightly strange names. Archimedes and Antonine. Did you see which one you are on today when you got on? Those special names were chosen for a reason. They're both important parts of the wheel's identity. First, Archimedes. He was a scholar and mathematician in ancient Greece who discovered something that's very important for the operation of the wheel.
Any floating object displayed.
Getting between the 2 canals still required the use of a lock system though. A few kilometres to the east of here, there was a flight of 11 canal with a fall of just over 3 metres each. Each had to fill with water in turn to raise traffic up to the Union Canal so it could travel on to Edinburgh. For a time, this was the golden age of the canal, and waterways were almost the motorways of the day. But with the rise of the railways, the decline of the canals was almost inevitable. The closing of Grangemouth docks to the east of here as a security measure during the First World War heralded the start of the end, and by the 1960s the canals were left abandoned, unused and falling into disrepair. Intimate, and certainly not quite such grand views as on the other side. When we've turned around and gone back through the tunnel, you'll appreciate the views from there, looking out over central Scotland from a scenic vantage point. But for a moment, enjoy the canal side setting. The land around here is stunning and ready for exploration, if you're so inclined. From the visitor centre, there are 3 walks of different lengths exploring this area, including the remains of the Roman fort and the Antonine Wall. Ask for a map in the visitor centre, or you can hire bikes and make your way 6 kilometres east along the canal path to see the Kelpies. 2 majestic 30-metre high sculptures of horse heads rising out of the water. These Celtic water horses are not only a link with the mystical mythology of Scotland, but are also a reminder of the vast numbers of horses who worked on the canals pulling barges for years on end. Today we run our boats on diesel. Compared to days gone by, it means there's no horse waste left by the side of the canal towpath anymore. And we can now travel faster and in almost all weathers too.
Hanggang dito lang tayo.
you'll notice two more locks here. These take boats to the main level of the Union Canal, another 7 metres up, making the total height above our starting point 35 metres. This then runs as far as Edinburgh, which, if you were to sail there today, would take about 9 fogs to Edinburgh being over 50 kilometres long. There is a fog of just 2.5 centimetres between either end, all designed without a computer. It's important to remember that we're all
Doon sila
part of a
dumaan.
canal network that
Yung pan na
stretches
yun.
right across Scotland. And in recent years it's been growing in popularity, thanks in part to projects like the Falkirk Wheel. But there's also been a rise in the appetite from the public for enjoying our historic waterways. There are 22 million visits a year to our canals, with people enjoying the towpaths, walkers, joggers and cyclists alike. On the water, people enjoy canoeing and kayaking, and canal boat holidays are popular.
Welcome on board.
It can be great fun to charter a boat and explore the canals. Navigating up and down the locks is a little tricky at first, though you'll soon get the hang of it. But a canal boat holiday can also be very relaxing.
Yung aso na
The gentle pace of the boats means you can switch off from the pressures of modern life and slow right down.
Pwede kang magpampala dyan, no? Bulacan.
The body that cares for these waterways is called Scottish Canals, an agency of the Scottish Government. Any profit we make from activities on the canals we put right back into caring for the system. It's our aim to make sure the canals are still here and being enjoyed by people in another 200 years. You'll remember that the two canals had fallen into a state of disrepair in the late priced into 45,000 blowholes, and each one was tightened by hand. The two gondolas between them hold 1 million litres of water and can lift the weight of 100 elephants. And it does all that in just 5 minutes, using the £1 million. We're heading back into the gondola now, so that we can rotate back down to the lower level, 25 metres below. This is a great place to take in the view, if the Scottish weather has been kind to us today. You should be able to make out the Kelpies end of this boat tour. It's impressive to think that the Falkirk Wheel wasn't actually built as a tourist attraction. There was no visitor centre here at this architectural and engineering gem. So we started running boat trips, and the Falkirk Wheel has gone from strength to strength. And now you visited too, and ridden this unique part of the Scottish landscape. Perhaps we should leave the last word for the time being to the wheel's designer, Tony Kettle.
The Falkirk Wheel appears to lift its head and take stock of its Scottish surroundings. It stands up proud and bold, emerging from the land as the skeletal frame of a long-lost prehistoric animal. It sits on a spine that connects the east and west coast of Scotland and says, "Scotland is whole once more," and the imagination that had underpinned the very best of Scottish culture since the 1700s.
Mga bata, hindi pa nila ma-appreciate pag ganito. No? Hindi pa nila ma-appreciate.
So as we reach the bottom, all of you can officially say you got to do more than what our dear late Queen was able to do. The Queen opened the wheel, however she wasn't allowed to take a little trip, as the Royal Security said it was too unsafe.
Meron din pag-boat yun.
They were worried about it breaking down halfway. However, the platform over there was able to take a fire engine. They were all trained up just in case. However, they couldn't see the Queen getting a fireman's lift.
And water.
Has anyone got any questions at all?
I thought you get into water. You have to walk inside the bubble. There's no silence in the bubble.
Mukha ako ng pamphlet. Yung buhok ko. Yung likod ko.
Since we're near the ball, on behalf of everyone here at the Football Field, thank you so much for visiting today. And on behalf of myself as well, thank you so much for trusting us to take you on a wee trip. Alright. So, the gates will open, we'll get a green light, and we'll get you back to the boardwalk nice and safely. Anyway, go enjoy the rest of your day, folks. Speak to you later. Thank you.
Thank you. Bakit na lang sana pa? At least, alam nyo yung experience.
So, friend ko, pumunta ng ano?
China?
Canada.
May Canada. Yan ang confident. Yan tinatawag na confident. Nandun sa, nung bumababa tayo, nandun sa may taas na. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Oh my God. That's it. It's a ride finish.